have my guest Jane on now?
Yes, you do.
Hey, Jane.
Hi, Roseanne. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm right in the middle of rehearsals. It's so nice to be able to talk to my neighbor.
It's nice to talk to you. I hope to meet you someday. You know my assistant Becky, I guess, but I never have met you.
Well, actually, we met briefly at your Halloween party, Roseanne.
Is that right?
Yeah. But then again, 10,000 people were there.
Yeah, it's hard to remember what goes on Halloween there. We sure have a blast, though. Thank you for coming to that.
Oh, my gosh,
yeah.
Of course.
Isn't that a fun party?
It was wonderful. You definitely threw the party of the year here.
Well, this year, in 2013, we're going to do it again, as we will every year. And this time, I think we're going to do a space alien invade Comwela motif. So that
is brilliant. That's brilliant with all the ET stuff going on around here.
That's my daughter Jenny and her husband Jeff, their idea. Of course, they did all the decorating and all the setting, and it just was great, wasn't it? The pirate, the crashed pirate ship.
That was fantastic. Really great.
Oh, we had such a blast.
Yeah, it was great. It's great. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Now tell us about what you're doing there.
So right now I'm rehearsing the Vagina monologues, which we're having at the Kahila Theater next Saturday on the 9th, 7 here. And it's so exciting, Roseanne. For so many years while I was in Los Angeles and as an actress, I would go by the marquee and I'd see the Vagina monologues and I'd have such an adverse reaction, like, I don't want to see a play about vaginas. Are you crazy? And I had no interest in it whatsoever. But this year, I got an email from Eve, and I suddenly knew that I needed to jump in. And once I've gone into the material and talked to the people, and I can't believe I've missed all these years. It's such a powerful piece. And I'm so, so thrilled to be able to put it on here in Hawaii, where we have such an intense problem, very hidden problem with violence against our women, against the children as well, but in particular against our women, just unspoken. So that's what we're doing.
Well, I'm glad I did the Vagina monologues, so many years ago. I think 1998 I did it in Los Angeles. It was quite an evening of theater. I felt the same way you did for a while, but after seeing it, it really does change your whole view of everything. It's a fantastic play written by, I had her on last week, Eve Ensler, and these are fantastic monologues for women actors to deliver, and they're heartfelt and deep, and they are about violence, and they are about being a female in the world and the world itself. So I'm really excited that you're going to do it there in Waimea. That's fantastic.
Yeah, and thank you. And I hope that you can join the cast next year, Roseanne, because it would be great to have you here doing it with us as well.
Are you going to do it every year?
Yeah, they're already talking about it. And we were at the Leanne Carroll concert last night, and she was saying that she wanted to join in, so maybe we can just start casting it right now. You jump in, and we can do it together. It would be great. Yeah, the Kahila wants to make it an annual thing because the reaction has been so huge. And not all of it positive. Some people, of course, called. They were very upset to see the word vagina in the middle of town on the marquee twice, and, which is great, And we've got Milana Solomon, our state senator, is going to be in it, and Assemblywoman Valerie Poindexter as well. And I was speaking with Valerie yesterday, and she was saying how it's getting so many phone calls. People are outraged or excited, and how can you do this? And she said the conversations have been so fabulous. It's getting people to talk about what this is really about, not only reclaiming our bodies, but reclaiming our women from the violence. So
yes, that's fantastic. And we definitely do have a huge problem with it there in Hawaii with all kind of violence. And, boy, it's really swept under the rug because, for a matter of pride, like it is everywhere, cultures put their pride before their own people. And, you know, of course, class has a lot to do with that, too. But this play is a great way of breaking through all of that utter BS and bringing some light to the issue on behalf of people who suffer every day in silence, hidden away. And we've got to take responsibility and make a change in that. We want to see a better world for all of us.
You're so right. You know, and something I'm finding out here too, that particular, and for me it's very personal too, that it does go across all class borders. I mean, we've got people from the elite that have had generationally, because obviously this violence travels generationally. I was speaking to Carol Ailkoff, who has a magnificent shelter organization in the Los Angeles area, and she was saying that she has found that children exposed to violence as early as 18 months have it already ingrained in them. And so the statistics are huge that these children raised in these households will either become victims or perpetrators. And so we have to go after educating everybody that this is a cycle that is that needs to be broken, and it's much deeper than just getting the woman out. And you got to think about this island. What do women do when they tell their story? Many of them don't have the means to escape off the island even. Like in Los Angeles, a woman could jump on a train or run away or go to someone else, you know, go further. But here, they're kind of stuck. And so they have had to be buried and bury their stories. And so they just live on and on and on with these terrible secrets. So I understand that. It's a terrible plight to be stuck in your story like that, you know, for so long and be, you know, a victim of violence. Many people are just trying to survive as best they can and, you know, muster through. But it's been interesting. Someone came to me yesterday and said that they had put up posters in Honaka'a. And Honaka'a has one of the, I guess I heard it's actually the top teen pregnancy in the entire nation for their girls there, for their high school. And the borders are challenged. Obviously, the kids are having a hard time finding out their borders of, you know, is this appropriate? And, you know, obviously everyone is up to them about when they can have sex and that kind of thing. But I'm hearing statistics that are outrageous on Facebook about kids talking about it's okay to rape your girlfriend after 6 months of being together. I saw that Facebook poll, and from boys and
that's hilarious. No,